It's an important question. Why do we suffer? So many people say, why do we suffer? And why does the Lord make us suffer? Yes? Prabhu, do you know what suffering is? Do you know what suffering is? You're a fully able man. You have a good mind, you have a good body. Do you really think you are suffering?
Not completely.
I know people, I see people here who don't have any legs, who are totally disabled, physically or mentally. They're the ones who are suffering. You have everything that you need at the moment, but yet we still perceive that we're suffering. Why do we perceive we're suffering? Because we feel sorry for ourselves. You see, life gives us lots of opportunities. And within Krishna consciousness, we have a different perception. You see, suffering, it refers to the material world. In the material world, we either like things or we dislike things. We think they're easy or hard, positive or negative. But in Krishna consciousness, everything that's happening isn't just suffering, Prabhu. Actually, you have the Lord's mercy. And every moment that you feel you're suffering is Maya. Maya Devi is in your mind. She's the one who questions why. Why? Why poor me? Why do I suffer? Why is everything so painful? Why is everything so hard? Actually, it isn't. It's just our minds have expectations of what we would like it to be. But what we don't realize is that sometimes what we perceive as pain and suffering actually isn't pain and suffering. It's a lesson. It's a life lesson. And sometimes we have hardship. We think it's hard. We lose a friend. You break your phone. You feel sick in your body. That's not pain and suffering. That is lessons about life. And you have to experience certain things in order to gain something out of it. You see, sometimes things get hard. And do you know why they get hard? Because it encourages us to go deeper with our sadhana, our bhakti. So the Lord is actually bringing us closer. That's how much mercy He's giving us. He's actually trying to bring you closer and closer to the Lord. So it's not suffering in the way that we think it is. Do you have food every day? Do you have prasadam every day? Do you have pani every day? There are some people out on the streets who don't have prasadam every day, who do not have pani. Can you shower every day? Do you have clean clothes every day? What else do you need? You have prasadam, you have water, you have clothes, you have somewhere to sleep. Have you slept out on the streets? Then you'll know what suffering is. When you've got no home, no shelter from the rain, no shelter from the cold. That is suffering. We've got a luxury here. So we should consider whether suffering is the right description of what we perceive that is going on in our lives. Because it's very easy to say, I'm suffering. Why does the Lord make me suffer? So many people say, why does the Lord make me suffer? I love the Lord, but why does He make me suffer? He doesn't make us suffer. He gives you mercy. He gives you kripa. All He wants to do is help us to become a better person. To overcome all these material desires, all this material contamination. So He's the one who's actually putting His helping hand out and saying, I'm here for you. I'm here. But often we only go to the Lord when we've got a problem. We turn around to the Lord and say, my mother's sick, my brother's got a problem, I've got a problem with my job, I've got a problem with my friends, got a problem with my home, haven't got enough Facebook friends. We always turn around to the Lord and say, please help me. And do you know what? The Lord gives us so much. Who gave you your body?
What?
Who gave you your body?
What?
Who gave you your body?
Krishna.
Who gave you this body?
This.
Yes.
This my sister,
No, the Lord did. Who gave you these clothes?
Krishna.
Where do your clothes come from?
Krishna. Actually, Krishna.
Where do they come from? Where do your clothes come from?
I buy this cloth from Louis Bazaar.
You bought the cloth from Loy Bazaar.
Yeah.
But where does it come from?
It comes from actually from Krishna.
It comes from nature.
Nature.
Cotton. Where does cotton come from?
Nature.
It grows in a field, on a plant. Where does the plant come from? Yes, that comes from Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna. Actually, Lord.
Why do you have your mother and your father?
Because by the mercy of Krishna.
Because Lord Krishna chose your family for you. Why do you have friends?
Because Lord wants.
Because Lord Krishna raised for you to have friends. Why did he teach you certain things in school?
Yeah.
Because he wanted you to learn some more and more and more. So the Lord is giving us so much, yet we still want more. And we blame him when we're in pain and suffering. But as we discussed before, you're not in pain and suffering. If you live out on the street and you've got nowhere to sleep, you've got no prasadam, you've got no water, you've got no clothes, then you can say you're suffering. But no, we've got it luxury here. We've all got everything we need, yet we still complain we've got pain and suffering. And the Lord is trying to teach us something. He's trying to teach us basically to start to perceive things in a more Krishna conscious way. Because in the material way, in the material world, we're never satisfied. We're never ever satisfied. We always want more and more. But why? Why? Because happiness is temporary. Happiness is not permanent. It's like today, you can't see the sun. The clouds are covering the sun. But the sun's still there. It's still shining. It's got all its heat and its energy, but we can't feel it and we can't see it today. But it's still there. You've got all the happiness in your heart. It's all there, but it's covered like the clouds are covering the sun. It's covered because we live in the material world and we contaminate ourselves. And we need to start cleaning ourselves. And if we start to clean ourselves and purify ourselves, then we start to realize how fortunate we are. How fortunate that we have a Lord who actually cares for us. Not just cares for us, but loves us. He gives us unlimited love. He gives us all the beauty in life. But yet, we miss it. We miss it. And why do we miss it? It's because we don't spend enough time with the Lord. We are so distracted, so distracted by work, by studying, by shopping, excuse me, being on the internet, social media, so many distractions that we don't have enough time in the day to appreciate everything that the Lord has provided for us and gives us to be this person we are today. But the moment we make the Lord the absolute center of our life, then we start to realize actually maybe our purpose in life is to serve the Lord out of love, out of appreciation and gratitude that we have this life and an opportunity to transcend into the spiritual world and move beyond this life of pain and suffering that you perceive, which is not, and the life of birth and death, this whole cycle, this cycle that we are caught up in. And all we have to do is remember the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whether we chant the holy name, whether we read it in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord takes us through a purification process. A purification process that decontaminates our minds and detoxifies us. And then we discover who we really are. And when we discover who we really are, then we realize that whatever plans that we have in this world, and whatever perception you have of suffering is, we're very, very fortunate beings. Very fortunate beings. And the Lord gives us an opportunity to achieve more than we've ever had, or any of our ambitions in life. He's got beautiful plans for us. But we need to spend a bit more time, share a bit more love and appreciation, and then we start to realize actually it's an illusion. Pain and suffering is just an illusion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.